I tried to tell y'all in the review that I did for the Xscape versus SWV show, I tried to tell y'all that LaTocha ain't shit. I tried to tell y'all. And now keeping up with the trend of 2023 and every celebrity having a YouTube channel now Tamika has started a channel and released a video featuring her and her daughters where she basically double down on everything I said and double down on the abuse that she feels she's going through at the hands of Tamika and her at the hands of Tasha and her mother. And I just have one question. Can we talk about it?
Let's talk about it.
A fucking vibe, a natural high. Put the fucking tools in the air when I arrive. Don't act surprised, be down to ride. When you see me come alive. Put the fucking tools in the air when I arrive.
What's going on, y'all? It's Santana, aka Chi, bitch. Okay, and we are back for another motherfucking comments heavy video, ho. Listen, if I didn't say it, then it wasn't said. That's the only rule for this motherfucking video. If I ain't say it, then it was a motherfucking say it, okay? But let's go ahead and get into this. So, like I said, I definitely did the whole little review, you know, of the SWV Xscape show. It was cute or whatever. And, you know, really what stuck out and what stood out, rather, with the episode was the whole treatment of Tamika. You know, the way that LaTocha was treating Tamika and the way that the mother was treating Tamika. Now, if you didn't see my review or if you did not watch that episode, basically what happened was that SWV, we know they've been together for years and went back and forth and da-da-da-da-da-da. Now in 2023, this is the first time that we have ever seen Tamika and LaTocha go at it, which are the two sisters of the group, right? Usually it's always LaTocha is the fucking problem, and then Tamika is always there to save the day and jump in and protect her sister, and it's that and the third. But especially after COVID, especially after, you know, all of the things happening in the world and everybody going through fucking trauma and having to like face their demons and face their trauma and all of that, it's like Tamika's obviously got a play style where she feels like, okay, I'm done defending this bitch. Like, it's time for me to stand up on my own, find my own voice, and kind of just, you know? And so on the episode, we saw her speak to LaTocha and basically tell her, like, yo, you are doing the fucking most. All you had to do was, like, look out for me, this, that, and the third. I just made a comment about your ass. You wanted to make it seem like I was fat shaming. And then how the fuck did we end up here? And now we got this show dates that we got to do, and, like, you trying to drag it out. And obviously doing the fucking most. And that's what the fuck I said in the review. I said that she was doing the fucking most. And I was with Tamika. And it was clear, if you watch the review, that Tamika was right. And Tasha and her mother was stealing her money all along. And that's what even Tamika said. She said, you and your husband were stealing money from me, right? Well, now, ever since then, we have Tamika who's come out with a video, and she's opened up even more, because, you know, with the reality shows, we only get to see, what, 42 minutes of an hour episode, right? And so Tamika's like, oh no, that scene went on, you know, for much longer than that, and other things happened, right? Before we get into all of that, let's get into this motherfucking video, right? This motherfucking video that was posted on the Shade Room. Tamika Scott says her husband wasn't aware that her sister LaTocha Scott allegedly stole over $30K from her. So it says, Tamika Scott from Xscape is speaking out following a recent episode of her reality show. The Xscape singer hopped on YouTube with her daughters and expressed that she felt attacked during an argument on the show, which is why she exposed Tasha for allegedly stealing over $30K from her. Tamika explained the money came from Xscape royalties she was owed from back in the day. Tamika claims Tosha's husband, Rocky, deposited a check in Tamika's name into his account. At the time of the incident, Tamika shared that she was pregnant. Tamika said that she has since apologized to her mother. Currently, Tamika says that she and Kandi don't have Tosha's phone number. Tamika asked for prayers for her family. Let's get into the video.
Felt like I just felt attacked. And the only way I could come out of that attack is to say, okay, you saying all these lies about me on TV. Let's talk about the truth. Let's talk about you stealing money from me, and I forgave you. I would have never brought it up. That was years ago. I never brought it up. I never got paid back. I had to pay taxes on it, and I hid it from my husband. So guess what? My husband knows now. So he's saying he probably like, dang, I can't even trust you. So your sister them stole. Because he's like, okay, our taxes are going crazy right now. What's going on with the taxes? I'm lying to my husband, protecting my sister. Never got the money back and had to pay taxes on the money. The only thing my mama said was, you don't know what she was going through at that time. That's what she said to me. It just got to the point where I just
say nothing. When you stole my money, mama didn't say nothing. When you and Rocky stole my money, mama didn't say nothing. Mama got quiet, just like she quiet now.
Several years ago,
and I'm gonna let it play in the background because I don't know what's going on.
Royalty that we were all getting for being in the group, and I told her I hadn't received my royalty checks.
Mama, don't do it.
So she did some investigating and found out that my checks were being sent to my sisters.
Say nothing. Do wrong. When you stole my money, mama didn't.
I watched the YouTube video. I probably left off like 3 minutes of that shit, but I watched it. It was about like an 18-minute video, and I must have watched like 15 minutes of it. Because, I mean, I pretty much already knew what was going to be said. Like, she was just going to double down on it, and I felt like she had every right to. And it's like anytime people... Here's the thing y'all got to stop doing. Because whenever people try to speak their piece, y'all always want to try to blood and stick it in water, and oh my God, the loyalty, and fuck all of that goddamn shit. It's called a relationship for a reason. And sometimes you are no longer in relation to the people who you once used to ship. That's it. Okay? That's it. That is literally it. Hell, even the fucking Titanic was a ship that went down. Okay, and broke in fucking half. So you think a relationship can't? Like, stop thinking that a relationship is supposed to be there forever. I don't care if it's your mother, your father, your aunt, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your best friend. Stop that, because y'all did the same shit when it came to Mia and Jacqueline. And that relationship was clearly toxic. And both of them had stated, like, Jacqueline said, I would not be fucking with Mia as an adult. Mia has said she felt like Jacqueline was an opportunist. Why would you keep trying to beg them two to be together? Oh, because of their history? Fuck that. Fuck that. That is the problem now with y'all in this goddamn world. So many of y'all are staying in these toxic ass relationships, trying to still heal in the same environment that made you sick in the first goddamn place. And that's why you wonder, like, you look around and you wonder why your life ain't going the way that you want it to go, or things ain't progressing for you. And then it's always, oh, I'm fighting demons. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, you are. You are. So when it comes to this whole Tamika situation, it's like, Tasha clearly did her dirty, right? And then she even goes on to say, like, you did me dirty. You were stealing money from me. Your husband was deposited into your account, even though I had my name on it. And I'm still paying the fucking taxes on this shit. And I'm sitting here lying to my husband. And now it's coming out years later. And now my husband knows. That's crazy. That's crazy. And I'm sure we could go through these comments right now, and it's still going to people, don't bring your family business to TV, or y'all could work it out. Sisters stick together. Fuck all of that goddamn shit. Fuck all of that. Fuck y'all, and fuck that toxic ass advice. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. And I want Tamika to stand on her own. And honestly, I would never be able to fuck with Tasha again. I would never be able to. Ever. I would never be able to fuck with her ever again. And what pissed me off when I watched the video, was that you could tell. See, this is why you need more people like me that just say what the fuck it is. Even when I was doing like spiritual therapy with my clients and whatnot, I would tell them what the fuck it is. Like, don't ever be afraid to cut them motherfucker off. Okay? Because y'all get so whooped into, especially those of y'all that are older or of an older generation. Because if you watch the full video that Tamika did, she was trying so hard not to be disrespectful of her mother. And a lot of it, I feel like, has come from like the way that the older Black generations have raised, where it's like, oh, you can't talk back to adults. You can't say this, that, and the third. And it's just like, you could tell that Tamika was hurt, but at the same time, she didn't want to disrespect her elder because of how she was raised. But it's like, at what point? This bitch was stealing from you. This bitch knew that your sister was stealing from you. This bitch set you dead in face and looked at you like, okay, maybe she was going through something. Smack the fuck out of that bitch. Y'all nobody give a fuck if that's your mother and how she raised. Fuck that. Fuck that. Okay? And which also makes me even think even more, like, that's probably why older people are so toxic, because they know that they fucking toxic. And so it's just like, my way of getting through with my toxicness is telling you that you can't talk back to me. So that way I can be toxic on my own without interruption. That's really what the fuck it gives, because there's no fucking way that I'm gonna sit here and be Tamika and I'm sitting here watching you gaslight me on how you constantly uplift this fat ass bitch, okay, who's sitting here stealing from me, and you gonna sit here and tell me, oh, maybe she was going through shit, because you know that you was getting them fucking shake and go wigs from my motherfucking money that my sister was stealing from me. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. But if you watch the video, it's like them two daughters, they wanted to say more, especially that one in the front. She was ready to go the fuck off. She was ready to go the fuck off. She was just like, mama, ain't that abuse? And then it hit Tamika, and Tamika was like, yeah, I guess it is. And it's like, yeah, bitch. Yeah. And Tamika kept making sure to say to her girls, like, I keep telling them, like, y'all had that relationship. Y'all had, listen. Because it was a little triggering for me because of personal shit that I've gone through and then still going through. And fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. If you do something to me when I am the parent of, that definitely affects the children, because the children have to see that and feel that. And you could literally see off the screen how those two children were sitting there like, you could tell they wanted to say more. You could tell they wanted to fucking go off. You could tell that they probably don't even fuck with LaTocha like that, because it's like, oh, you done fucked up with my mother. Because that one that was sitting in the front, oh, she was looking like she had so much to fucking say, but they was keeping it cute for the camera. But she was just like, no, this is some bullshit. Like, how the fuck all of this going to happen and you get fucked over? And even the little one was like, well, because apparently on the show or whatever, like, there was a situation of them having a concert. So Tamika went a little bit more in depth about what actually happened, you know, when LaTocha kept walking by. So apparently at one of the concerts that they had, there was a shooting that happened. And instead of LaTocha coming and checking on Tamika, and we find out that, you know, her niece was there, which was Tamika's daughter, instead of her doing all of that, she just left, up and left. And there was a whole fucking shooting going on. You're not even checking on your family members, like, let alone your bandmates. So that adds more context to the goddamn story. And so you could tell that they really wanted to go off and go in. And all Tamika kept saying was, no, I don't care what's going on between me and my sister. That's still your aunt. That's still your grandmother. Still have love for them, all that. But it's like, fuck that at the end of the day. And the type of parent that I am is like, I'm sorry, if I have issues, no, you're not seeing my kid. No, I don't want my kid around you. No. Because who knows if you're not going to try to get your lick back through my kid, right? Who knows? You might try to get your lick back through my kid. It might be on some, oh, well, you never got to say or do this, that, and a third to me. So now you got a chance to do it to my child. No, my child is going to be nowhere around you. I don't want my child anywhere around you. So I don't know. I feel bad for Tamika because she's clearly from that, like, and the shit used to piss me off when I used to watch the Braxtons, right? The Braxton Family Values, because Evelyn was one toxic motherfucker. Toxic as fuck. And you could see all the toxicity that existed within the Braxton sisters, especially when they tried to date. And it all came from Evelyn and her toxic ass ways, like toxic ass ways on what she went through with their father. But because they respected her so much, they were so scared to speak up. And it was abusive at some point. Just like right now with Tamika, it's abuse. If you know it's something when your grown ass kids are literally saying, no, mom, that's abuse. That's abuse. They may not have put hands on you, but what they do to you, what they've done to you, all the gaslighting, all of that shit is mental and emotional and spiritual fucking abuse. And they don't like it. And I'm sorry. I just hope Tamika knows that it's okay to create boundaries. It's okay to create a safe space. It's okay to never want to speak to LaTocha again. Because I know all the comments are going to be like, that's your sister. Don't let a group come between and all of this dumb shit. And that's why y'all fucked up now. Bitches that ain't never stepped a foot in fucking therapy. Okay, and miss me with the okay, you could go talk to somebody. Y'all had guidance counseling in school. Like, please, we're not going, like, yes, therapy is expensive, but we're not going to make it look like there ain't other options out here. Stop being lazy, stop being stupid, stop being ignorant. Okay, nobody's saying go pay $900 for a motherfucking therapy session, but you could go sit down and get a reading done. You could go sit down and book one with me. You could go sit down and get a life coach. Hell, you could go down to the YMCA and talk to a counselor. Like, there are things that you could fucking do. But I'll be damned if I listen to advice from motherfuckers who ain't never done nothing to better their life. Okay, from a spiritual growth type of point, sit and tell me why I need to keep somebody toxic in my life. Oh, because that's my sister. Oh, because that's my mother. Oh, because of a title, I'm supposed to continue enduring lashings and whoopings from this motherfucker? Absolutely the fuck not. Let's go ahead and get into these comments because I already know it's going to be a dumb motherfucker or 100 that's going to prove me right. Let's go ahead and get into these comments. I believe Tamika 100% in that scene. Her mother's body language and LaTocha disengagement proved it. Okay. It's healthy to cut off family. Okay. The mom whispering she's jealous was so unfortunate and sad. This is family's business. The sisters need to learn how to keep a little secret instead of being a little secret, and that's how they should keep it. Look at the 222. Come on, Spirit, with the 222. Look at the 222. Let's read that one more time. This is family business. The sisters need to learn how to keep a little secret instead of being a little secret, and that's how they should keep it. I'm sorry, Ashley. I disagree. I disagree. Y'all want every other fucking thing else on TV. Y'all want every other fucking thing else on TV. Y'all want the Blue Sean and the crew faces on TV. You want the motherfucking bad girls, baddies shit on TV. You want the Love and Hip Hop on TV, but you don't want this shit. Some shit that could actually fucking heal a motherfucking household. No, let's dive deeper. Let's dive deeper into the gaslighting and the fucking mental abuse. Let's dive deeper into the fact that LaTocha done went and stole this bitch's money, and that's supposed to be her sister, and not only her sister, okay, because they were sisters, okay, but somebody that's inside of the fucking band group. No, let's keep this shit on TV. Let's expose this shit. But no, y'all don't want this shit on TV because it exposes the fucking deep, dark shit and the truths of your real fucking family. Because we could go there. We could go there. We could go there. Let's go back to the comments. We could go there. Let's see what the replies say to that. The generations before us, man, this is why people need therapy now. Little secrets. Keeping little secrets is a reason for generational curses and toxicity in families. Just because you share a bloodline doesn't give you the right to abuse anyone. Okay. Joke went way over their heads. No. It wasn't funny. We got to play on words. We got to play on words. The little secret. Okay. We got to play on words, but she still said what she said. We're not going to make this, oh, it was a joke. No. We understood the "you're my little secret." We understood that part. But now let's get back to what you said, because the whole thing wasn't a fucking joke. You said what you said. You said what you said. But let's keep going. Let's keep going and read a little bit more comments before we get out of here. Wow, I'm so sorry you had to go through this with your mom and sister. Okay. Y'all clearly didn't see the whole scene. If my sister and mom are trying to play and gaslight me on camera, I'm going in. All I know is, LaTocha, if you want to go solo, you going about it wrong. Talent with no personality ain't going to create a fan base. Oh, can we talk about that? Can we talk about that for a second? Because I meant to mention that in the goddamn review. LaTocha is an unlockable bitch, okay? LaTocha is an unlikable bitch. What fucking fans do she think she about to have after this goddamn season is done? Because she planning on going solo and dropping music, but it's just like, we don't like you. We don't like you. We don't like you. We do not like you. Okay? And y'all can sit here and do all that black girl magic and this, that, and third, but it's all bullshit because when her album dropped, y'all ain't buying it. Y'all ain't buying it. This, again, another reason why I say half the shit that y'all, half the little monikers and shit that y'all scream out, be bullshit. Because y'all yell black girl magic, and then this black girl think she dropping a magical album and ain't nobody gonna buy it. Especially not acting like this. Not acting like this. Not acting like this. Mom's definitely spent a cool $15K. Why she got her daughter sitting in the drama? Not how. Okay. So what's the status of your lawsuit against your sister? I know that's right. Come on now. I hate that black folks do anything on TV just for coins. I hate that black folks do anything on TV just for coins. Just say that you don't want your toxic ways being exposed. Just say that. Just say that you do not want a camera coming into your house and exposing how toxic and fucked up that you really are. Because y'all pull that every time. Y'all pull it every time. Every time you get exposed as a motherfucking bigot or get exposed for being toxic or get exposed for being ignorant, then it's all of a sudden, get it off TV, keep it a secret. Oh, I don't want to. Too late, bitch. Too late. We showing the world. You don't like the character? Bitch, change your role. Let's see what it say in the comments. Obviously, you haven't watched the damn show. This is probably there for Tamika to get it out. You do not put all of your skeletons on the show. Oh, well. That pain is real. You can hear the hurt. This is about betrayal and rejection and money. And when she said it was sent to her sisters, whoever is sitting in that chair in the back told the whole story when they dropped their head. They didn't seem shocked at all. That's her daughter. Yep, that's Tamika's daughter. Whew. Yet another reason LaTocha is vindictive, sneaky. Her solo career is never gonna pop, which people rack. She is bigger in her head. Okay, so I have questions. Why Tiny Mama telling you about your royalties? Isn't that something your management should have let you know? Why would your sister's husband have received your royalty check and then not be sent straight to you? Why act now like you don't know your mama demeanor? Because believe this ain't the first hit. Okay. And I'm not even want to be like, so we victim shaming, but so we victim shaming? Like, y'all do any and everything to protect your toxic ways. Okay? And if this had white people involved somehow, some way, you would make sure that they are at the center of this and this became a white thing. This became a, why you acting this way in front of white people? Like, do anything but take accountability. Let's see what the comments to that say, because I just know. Your comment, girl, clearly tells you don't know this group before the show. Her husband was their manager. He signed the back of the checks. Right. Something ain't right about that mother. Definitely prefer Tamika over Tasha, so I believe Tamika. I need Tosha to humble herself. You ain't Beyonce or Diana Ross. Let me know y'all thoughts and comments down in the comment box below. Like, because I want people to stop. Like, stop. Like, so she doesn't have a right to tell her story. Like, please. It's like, it's always like, it's just like black people cannot stand to be called out. And then when you get called out, then we want to divert. Look over there. Look over there. And it's like, no, we're going to look right here. We're going to look right the fuck here. Okay. Because if you do not like the story that I'm telling, then maybe you should have played a different fucking role. Maybe you should have played a different character in my story. Okay. But now that there's a camera on and I'm telling the story, don't get mad. Do not get fucking mad. Maybe you should have acted a little bit differently. And now that we seeing the fucking truth, I don't want to hear shit. Like, miss me with the bullshit. And Tamika, you better than me, because I would have slapped every bitch in that room. I would have. So let me know down in the comment box below what y'all think of this situation. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions, as if you give a fuck, bitch. Okay. And no. As if I give a fuck. And go stream my music as if you give a fuck. All right. So I love each and every one of y'all. Make sure that you go join my Patreon. I'm trying to bring old Storytimes back, and I'm trying to do Storytimes exclusive on Patreon. So please go join. I need people to join over there. Please. Okay. And follow me on Twitter. I love each and every one of y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, girl. And see, that is what we're going to go ahead and end this video. Now remember, if you hated me for that opinion, don't worry, girl. There's a lot more where that came from. Just make sure that you like, you comment, and you subscribe and turn your notifications on. For extended videos and exclusive content, including full episodes of my new weekly podcast, Let's Start There. Make sure that y'all go ahead and subscribe to patreon.com/ScotSantana. And also, make sure that y'all join the bandit mailing list in the description box. So that way, y'all hoes never miss a video. Make sure that y'all follow me on Twitter so that we can engage and argue back and forth. And, you know, just stay tuned for the hot shit that's coming to you, bitch. Okay? I love y'all. Bye.
I'm trying to fuck now, so baby, let's dance. Fuck up my baby right here on my legs, I'm trying to take you to my place and get a little rough, and maybe it's time.